Arc Raiders is known as the Tarkov for employed people, and I feel like I'm one of the people that is employed, and I just can't get into it. I don't know why, but I've had a couple of clips that I find funny, I suppose, that I can throw in, I guess.
Oh, we're both cooked. We're both cooked. No.
Ah! Bro, I every time I got this. Oh, what the hell is it?
But I've never really got into it. I've wanted to get into extraction shooters. I spent 50 bucks on Tarkov, played it maybe for 2 hours, got bored of it. And anyways, what I'm trying to get at is I needed to find kind of just an extraction shooter or kind of like a rogue game that I felt like I could get into. So I looked up on Steam, kind of scrolled around and all that, and with Christmas, obviously the time that I bought the game, it was on sale for 10 bucks. And the game I'm talking about is SULFUR. It is a wonderful game that I'm going to polish off basically in this entire video. So for those that are curious, it's like a roguelike extraction shooter, you could call it. And I've just been obsessed with playing it. I don't know why, but I bought it like a couple of days ago at the time of recording this, and I've had like 7.5 hours already. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I've just been obsessed with it. So today I'm going to go over basically everything about it, especially the stuff that I like. I have some things written down quick on a sticky note, which, I mean, you guys will already see the finished product, so it doesn't really matter. But let's just get into it. SULFUR is a roguelike type extraction shooter. I already said that earlier. However, you just have one goal, which is to kill the witch that burned down your village. That's also the story of it, so I guess if I want to, I can go over it. You are a priest that's currently going after the witch that just burned down your village. Already kind of an interesting thought. And by the way, I should get this just out of the way. It is only PvE. It is not PvP, which I thought would be kind of fun if it was like, you know, an actual like online, you know, extraction shooter. But it doesn't really matter. I personally feel like this is probably a good intro to, you know, extraction shooters. And I mean, it kind of gets the vibe down, if you will. And before I go over anything too, I guess I'll just go over the art style and kind of that aspect of it. There is a bunch of passion into this fucking art style. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like, it reminds me a lot of like Mouse PI, which is coming out sometime this year, or maybe next year, I'm not entirely sure. But everything about it is just hand-drawn, or at least what it looks like is that it seems to be like kind of a old school, more like Cuphead kind of vibe, where it's more like animated and drawn, and then everything is kind of like 2D, where everything's flat, except for your hands and your guns or whatever stuff that you use, that's 3D, which is kind of cool to see like the world's mix. So this is going to take up most of the video, I'm guessing, and that's going to be the gameplay. The gameplay is by far one of the cooler aspects of this game, other than the design and stuff, which I'll, you know, talk about later. I personally love the gameplay of it. I don't know why, but it's kind of like more of a Doom style game, you could say, where you're basically just jumping around, and when you get the gameplay down, you get it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like Bailey put up all of it. There you go. Like, you get going in flow state after a while, and eventually you just kind of replay the same levels and stuff to get more loot and stuff and extract with it when you want to. Some of the gameplay mechanics and stuff that you can talk about. There's an amulet, which is technically like your subconscious, if you will, that allows you to pull yourself out of the caves or whatever, and but only caveat is that you have to charge it up beforehand. So that means that you have to get to like halfway point in the level to actually allow yourself to like charge it up and then do it. And then if you want to, you can just do that basically without, and then you just, I don't know, you don't need to do it. It's just like an option if you want to just kind of pull out without, you know, dying and losing all your stuff. When you compare SULFUR to other extraction shooters on the market, I would say that it has more of a fast-paced style. Since obviously you don't have to fight against actual players, it's more like low-key where you can kind of just go, you know, balls to the walls, if you will, and kind of manipulate the AI in more of a realistic term than you could in like Arc Raiders, for example, for like any other of like the bots and stuff. You can't really like work around them that much unless if you go head on. I mean, obviously that's not true. I have like 4 hours on the game in general, but anyways, what I'm trying to get at too is that I feel that SULFUR kind of has a more like straightforward gameplay where it's basically just like you gotta go, and that's basically all you have to do. There's one path usually, and everywhere you can go basically just has the stuff that you need. Technically, I guess there's like different like things you can find. Like if you break barrels and stuff, you can get some change and stuff. You can get other loot, like you can find chests that give more stuff, and it's kind of like the whole setup for an extraction shooter, but they just, you know, milked it down basically into like a Doom-like dungeon crawler, which I find very appealing, especially with the look of it. You know, whatever. Speaking of the gameplay, I feel like the guns and just the weapons that you use are a brilliant design. I don't know why, but I find myself so giddy looking at them. They're just a very childish, but yet like very personable, like design. I don't know how to describe it. Like, even, I'm just gonna bring this up because I'm thinking about Arc Raiders for some reason now. Like, looking at Arc Raiders weapons and stuff and seeing how they're basically just, like, you know, scrapped together. Don't get me wrong, it's very good weapon design, I think. That gives me, like, you know, remnants of, like, Battlefront 2 and stuff. But with the weapon designs in Sulfur, they're just having way more fun compared. Like, there's I think it's the Dolphin 99, I think is the sniper. It's a 50 cal, but the bolt is the magazine. So it's like you shoot it and then you fucking pull it back, and then you're good. It's like, it doesn't make that much sense as, like, from a weapon design feature. Like, I want to see that guy on, like, I don't even know the channel name. Bailey, you can put it up, but he always reacts to fucking video game designs, and he has, like, a stroke about it. Please make him watch that video. Make him play the entire game, bruh. He would not like it. I don't know. It's a dumb design idea, but I love it. I don't know why. I watch a YouTuber, I think it's called HyperX or Hyper, I don't know. He does animations and stuff, and I saw one where he had a 50 cal like rifle on like a sledgehammer almost or whatever, and then you just have a fucking hammer and you just whack it and then it shoots it. I don't know, Bailey, put in the fucking video.